Hi traders, this is Mikael Furukwe from beststrategiesfortrading.com. Today I'm preparing the chart for the US markets before the opening of the 2nd of December 2013. Giving my brief background, how I work. I'm a swing trader, I use contrarian style mostly. I pick up my method from price action levels like pivots, trend lines, moving average, gaps, Fibonacci's. I'm only looking at stocks that has more than $10 million in average daily turnover. I also pick up my levels from the algorithm that I built myself. I built them in the Metastock platform. If you want to know more about the philosophy and psychology behind technical analysis that I am using, please watch my tutorial video on YouTube, this channel. I got a money management profile that tells me that I'm at the moment have only 20% in each position. I got a target of 2.6%, trailing target to reset end of day. I got a stop of minus 1.3%. It's a trailing stop, reset end of day. Give my favorite example of how price action levels are working. This is the SPY, it's the S&P 500 tracking ETF. You can see how the market top here in the year 2000, and that level became a very heavy resistance several years later, and it bounces off that resistance level. Sorry. You could also make resistance or support level from trend lines. You connect several troughs and you will have a trend line. You can also make it from indicators, and the only indicator I'm using is the daily 200 moving average. I believe that's the most used indicator, or the most used moving average. So it's only the daily 200 moving average. That's the red line in this example. You can see how it builds support on the way up and how it builds resistance on the way down when the market is going down. And what I really like about price action levels is because it's time frame independent. I can change now to monthly data, and you can see all the levels are still the same, both the trend line and the peak level. The indicator, on the other hand, is changing. It's changing on every time frame you change. This is the weekly time frame. And if I'm using something to put in limit orders for my setups, that a lot of other people are looking at the same price, the same action that's going to be taken, it's a lot better, because then you are moving with the market, you're going to be ahead of the curve, and you are doing the same thing that a lot of other people are doing. Okay, that was me about how I work. Now take a look at the first chart that I got. It's Aflac. And it's easy to see. I get this high peak. Oh, sorry, it's a bit above. It's a little bit below, but you can see here it's the 68.81. That's the short sell limit order I will put in from that peak level. Like always, I'm checking that if Aflac has an earnings announcement, because you don't want to take a trade and then it comes an earnings announcement and the next day before the opening that happened, and when the opening is coming, the stock will gap 5-10% not in your favor, or in your favor, but it's a huge risk and I won't take it. So I'm always checking if you have any earnings. Okay, Aflac doesn't have any earnings. Next chart, Capital Corporation. I will use this peak. It's easy to check if you have monthly, and that peak is for Cabot is at 49.87. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings for Cabot Corporation. No earnings coming up closely. Next chart, it's City National. Quite easy to see. That's something important. It should be easy to see where you pick your levels from, because if it's easy to see to you, it's easy to see to other people's as well. Okay, a City National, I got a peak here, and the highest point is 78.54 That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings for City National. No earnings close by. And now I'm gonna take a look at the next chart. This is Decker's Outdoor. Here I'm gonna use a Fibonacci retracement, and my favorite one, and the one I believe is most common, is the 618. So that's where I put in my short sell limit order, and if you calculate this correctly on the penny for Decker's Outdoor, you will find 618 is at 84.32. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings. No earnings coming up close. Next chart, Delec. This one I need to change to daily, because here you got an indicator, the 200 moving average, the red line. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. And you actually, I think you also have a retracement. It is the 50% retracement exactly at that level as well. So, and that level is at 30 and 57. Check again, 30 and 57. Check for earnings. Delec, no earnings. So 30 and 57. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Next chart. This is the system. Easy if you have monthly, and this peak is not hard to find, and you got pivot at 88.72. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings for this system. No earnings close by. Okay, next chart, healthcare retirement, and this is good because you can easily find this trend line by connecting this trough to that trough. You can change to daily data. Okay, now this line is not still there, but you can redraw it, and you will have this line, this support line, and if you make that exactly on the penny, you will come up with a support line at 55.50. That's the exact on the penny level that I'm used for my buy limit order. Okay, check for earnings for healthcare system. No earnings close by. Okay, take the next chart. This is the last chart. Change the monthly data. This is the level. You got a high of 76.9 cents on Moody's. Check for earnings on Moody's. No earnings coming up close by. That was the last chart. Okay, remember, first of all, we're gonna take a look at the list. Aflac short sell 68.81. CBT short sell 49.87, City National short sell 78.54, Decker's Outdoor short sell 84.32, Delec short sell at 30 and 57 cents, DST System short sell at 88.72, Healthcare National long buy limit order at 55.50, and Moody's short sell limit order at 76.9 cents. Okay, that was the levels, and remember, this is my personal levels. This is not in any kind of an advice for someone that you must do. And if you do trades in financial instruments, please remember it could be risky, it could be dangerous, and do like I do. I never put more money on the line that I could afford to lose. That's a very disciplined and golden rule to use. Okay, that was me for today. I'm thanking you for your attention and wish you a happy trading.